Welcome, I'll be reacting to Outlander Season 2, Episode 6. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original.
Why?
It's more complicated.
I ken I'm a simple man, but strive for an explanation.
Canna, Martha.
You canna.
You did promise him an explanation at some point.
Trust I've a sound reason.
You're asking him to trust you a lot, but not really giving any proof. I don't understand. She did not look this pregnant in the beginning of the season. Was that a second child? So confused. Time travel wouldn't reset her back to the beginning of pregnancy, would it? I don't know. I'm sure it will be explained.
Practitioners of the dark arts and all those who associate with them. Once they are gathered, I suppose. I thought perhaps they should be hanged. But to properly execute the sentence of drawing and quartering, that requires great skill indeed.
I mean, he's not wrong.
The main difficulty lies in severing the large vessels above quickly, so that the organ may be pulled forth while still beating. You wish to please the crowd?
It's kind of like the evil queen in Once Upon a Time. She was always pulling hearts out. Ugh.
Perhaps our friend, Master Raymond, would be better company.
I mean, I guess he's very skilled, but that's also a little bit creepy.
It was a veiled manifestation of his piousness. Soon afterwards, they were all freed. A mere renunciation of Satan as penance.
I fear this time is different. You're in danger, Master Raymond.
It's hard to tell, but I think the executioner was genuinely giving her a warning to help in his own very disturbing way. And they should both listen to him.
I will heed your warning and flee the city at once. Don't worry, no matter. We will meet again, Madonna, in this life or another.
I certainly hope so. Please, be careful.
I remember how much Jenny said it helped when she was with child.
Well, it's good he remembered. He seemed to be patching things up.
I didn't give you Randall's life in payment of a debt. I owe Frank nothing.
So why did you promise me that you'd let Randall live?
Because of Charles Stewart. We have thwarted him all we can, Claire. We may find ourselves staring into the abyss awaiting us at the bottom of Culloden Moor. So if anything should happen to me...
Don't talk like that.
I want there to be a place for you.
He knows he won't survive Culloden. That's why he saved Frank. Because he knew if Culloden was going to happen, he'd have to be there and he wouldn't be coming out. Jamie has thought that far ahead already. I mean, he's a chess player. We've seen it. Of course, he's thought 100 moves ahead.
I want it to be a man that loves you. So, now it's my turn to ask you for a promise. Promise me that if the time should come, you will go back through the stones, back to Frank.
I promise.
I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm not ready to lose Jamie. It's a good thing I didn't wear eyeliner for this episode. Just no more scenes like that. I can't handle it.
Essence of rosemary.
But rosemary is good for you.
Bitter cascara.
Okay. Why, I guess they're testing it. Why Jamie, though?
Mash of nettles. Stop fooling around. Pay attention.
I am.
But you're not. I give you smallpox.
Masquerades and games.
We need to tell him.
Yeah, he's been through so much and been loyal. He deserves to know.
If you believe your wife to be a witch,
No. A time traveler.
then who am I to contradict you? But you should have trusted me with that knowledge from the beginning.
Yeah. That is such a beautiful horse. Look at that. Is that the one from last episode? I like her sleeves with this particular dress. They're kind of halfway between French and Scottish. See how they're subtly bringing her back to more of season 1's look? I think that's deliberate. They're starting to transition her back to Scotland. I see what you're doing, costume designer. I see it. How are they going to handle the nettle, though? Careful, Fergus.
Careful.
Oh, the inside of the coat. That's how they're going to get the nettle on. I was wondering.
It must work. Charles can't get his hands on that money.
Flash money down. If anyone can deliver pestilence and disease, it's us.
At the Comte's warehouse.
Certains de mes hommes ont été atteints par la...
A mysterious illness which no one has been able to diagnose as yet.
This illness, is it contagious?
Qui sait?
One should not openly speculate as to the contagion of this malady. We require you to transport the wine at once. This is to regain your soil and to restore your blessed king.
Of course, Your Royal Highness.
Je serai bien sûr du voyage.
I don't feel good about
She likes the
this.
waistcoat.
What about Saint-Germain?
We do have a plan for him.
I'm simply a merchant transporting his goods. If you feel obliged, say your prayers for...
She's having way too much fun dressing him.
I refuse to be hanged in this rig out.
Then let me get you undressed right away.
Allez, plus vite! Ne bougez pas! Lâchez ça tout de suite! Descendez! Roulez, je vous dis! Bougez pas! Descendez! Il faut des mains! Lâchez les armes! Faites ce qu'on vous ordonne, et aucun mal ne vous sera fait! Vos vies sont plus précieuses que cette cargaison! Jamais!
Oui, c'est dégoûtant.
Claire, you need to get a little bit more into this and look less worried.
Elle picorait des bonbons.
Doesn't it distress any of you? How this city treats its poor and underprivileged. Just yesterday, I saw a woman and her child dead in the middle of the road.
Vous avez tout à fait raison. Il nous faut faire quelque chose pour ces gens. C'est vraiment fâcheux.
Notice how she said, do something about the people, not for the people.
The gendarmes should remove them to the less desirable parts of the city.
So out of touch.
Sorry, Louise. Forgive me. Sensible.
Come rest.
Mother, yes, I will. I just have to attend to a few more patients.
If you do not want to become one yourself, you'll do as I say.
Love Mother Hildegard. Claire.
You are bleeding, my dear. It is nothing to be concerned with. As you know, it is common to leak a bit at this stage. You will stay here tonight.
No, I can't.
That was not a suggestion.
The sister was trying to be reassuring, but I think she's worried a little bit.
Ces bandits connaissaient notre itinéraire.
It is the most common route taken from La Havre to Paris.
Il est vrai peut-être, mais tout était trop bien préparé.
Le principe d'une embuscade est beyond de se dissimuler et d'attendre.
Oui, vous prétendez que c'est une simple coïncidence?
Lowering myself to a commoner, begging for money, have amounted to naught. I will be forced to return home to Rome, where even the Pope's goodwill for my father begins to run dry.
If he's that desperate, he might just want to have a glorious end and pull down Scotland with him. I don't think this plan is working.
The mother thought it best if Milady remains, so not to travel the streets at night.
Fergus may work for them technically, but he's basically their son at this point.
Prince Charles has got himself into some trouble at the salon. Seems he's run up a substantial debt and refuses to pay. Madame Elise has threatened to call for the gendarme unless restitution is made immediately.
You get those roles, Fergus. Randall. He's not gonna take well to that.
Milady, forgive me. I did not know you had arrived home.
That's all right. Where's my lord?
And what's going on?
Milord got into a fight with an English officer.
What was his name?
Milady, you cannot go by yourself.
Then come along. But I am going now.
Claire, you're not feeling well. You shouldn't be doing this. If they're trying to hide, though, how will Claire find them? Or maybe the servants knew. Claire is not well.
I could not intervene for fear of causing fatal interruption.
Milady?
All I could do was wait to see which of my men would die. Jamie or Frank.
Ah! Win any way you can, I guess, but oof. She's losing the baby. Oh.
Jamie! Messieurs, lâchez votre épée maintenant, immédiatement! Bougez pas! Vous êtes en état d'arrestation! Lâchez votre épée!
No, putain! Mother Hildegard!
Ne bougez pas! Arrêtez-vous!
You can't leave it like that. This episode brought up so many questions. At the beginning of the season, she seemed okay. And how was Frank there if Randall just got fatally injured? It was also incredibly moving. The acting in this across the board was fantastic. Deeply tragic, but outstanding. I think I said last time that the story was about to ramp up, and that was definitely true. They are in so much trouble right now. I've also completely changed my opinion about the Count. Even though he comes across very pompous, I think he's actually quite honorable in a very prickly way. What he did there with the highwayman was incredibly courageous, and I kind of admire him right now. He would have gone down with his wine, as it were, if Jamie hadn't intervened. And the more I see of him, the more I become convinced it was not him going after Claire in those cowardly ways. He does not strike me as someone who would hire someone else to do his dirty work.
If I ever kill you, you'll be awake.
You'll be facing me, and you'll be armed.
I think it was the Duke, or somebody else. But I think the Count, as vile a person as he is innocent of harming Claire. It did take a lot of self-control not to push next episode though, because I really want to find out what happens. But I have a column due and I need to start editing as well. This season started out really slow for me, but it has picked up and wow, riveting. I can't wait to find out what happens.